What's going on, YouTube? Uber Fishman here. Welcome to my bathroom. A lot of you people are probably wondering, what in the hell are you doing, man? What is this mess? Well, a lot of people that raise fish don't have a dedicated area to work with their, let's just call it fish waste. So they do it in their bathroom. The reason for this video is I got some new media. Check that out. This is the ultimate media that you can get, the best money can buy. That is a 5-pound bag. It cost me right at $100 for media. Now, the media doesn't do any good if you don't have excellent mechanical filtration. All right? Without proper mechanical filtration, this media is junk because it will get clogged with waste particles and it will do absolutely no good. So, this is a little Fluval 405 that came secondhand with the rest of my 55-gallon tank. I wanted to show you guys how I set it up. Now, first of all, I went back with genuine Fluval products, okay, including these water polishing pads. I'm a very big fan of these. And the genuine Fluval sponge filter right here. This is all mechanical filtration. This will be your biological, chemical filtration right here. I'm a big fan of Biohome. And as you can see, this is what came out of the filter. This looks like pumice rock. That's actually really good for beneficial bacteria, but I'm not going to be using that. These are the old sponge filters that came out of this cartridge. This is Biohome Ultimate. This is Biohome Ultra. All right? And the difference, a lot of people are probably looking at it going, what the hell is the difference? They look the same except for the color. Well, the color is the difference because these, the Ultimates, actually have minerals baked into them, which is exceptionally good for African cichlids, helps with the pH levels. So, you know, I'll use this until I replace all of my media with this Biohome Ultimate. This stuff is expensive, but well worth it. So I wanted to show you how I personally am setting up my Fluval 405. This is an old filter, guys. This filter's been around since I think it was released in 2009. But I just want to give you a rundown of how I'm setting up the 405 at this point in time. So these are Fluval water polishing pads. All right, these really, really help get all the very fine particulate matter out of the tank. And Pond Guru, I've been following him, watching him for a long time, even before I got into fish, because he intrigues me. He shows you how to set up these canister filters. And the first step of mechanical filtration is your coarse sponges. And we've got 4 of those over here, 2 on each side. All right, so we've got a lot of coarse sponge right there. Next, he always recommends medium to get out the medium particulate. Okay, and as you can see, I've got plenty of that in here, but what I wanted to show you is down in the bottom. This is sold by Fluval. It is a pre-filter. Basically, you stick it down in the bottom of the first basket that's going to go in the tank, and it helps collect the biggest of the big that got past that coarse filter. All right, so next, if you look at these sponges, they've got 2 sides to them. You've got one that's pretty coarse, but then this side is pretty medium. Okay, so what I do is I put the coarse side first, which makes sense to me. I don't have any directions. These came with my Fluval. But it makes sense to put the coarse side down and the medium side up top, so thickest to thinnest as the particulate matter is concerned. So I've got this thing filled to the brim with these little pads, which would be my medium filters. Next, these are really thick water polishing pads. These are fine, fine filters. Okay, so I stick these on top of those. And this is the very bottom basket, all right? This basket's going to be the first thing that all of that muck, as Pond Guru would say, hits once it passes through the coarse filters right there. Now, this right here should be plenty. That's not good enough for me, because if you look at the bottom down here, way down there in the corner, you'll see I've got 2 more water polishing pads. All right, 2 more pads sitting down in the bottom of this before it hits the Biohome, because you do not want any of that junk clogging up your Biohome. So this is going to be the first tray. Since this has polishing pads in the bottom of it, this will be the second tray. The rest of this is just Biohome. And Pond Guru has mentioned many times, if you have good media, good quality media like Biohome, you have absolutely no use for any kind of other media. You don't need bio balls and porcelain garbage and all of that. What I've done here is, this is fish water. This is not tap water. Don't ever use tap water on your media, ever, 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 because it kills the beneficial bacteria. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. This is heavy. I've got a lot of Biohome here. We're going to sit these, at least we're going to attempt to here. Alright, we're going to drop these down into the 405. My phone's waterproof. I've got the Note 7. So no worries there. Alright, we got those in. Can't forget the lid. Make sure that it seats the way it's supposed to, otherwise the whole thing's not going to work properly. And we'll get our mechanical filtration in, like this. There we go. Alright. And there she is. She is up and running. And that's what I use for media. That's how I do it. Of course, here's the new babies over here. I've got lots of filtration for them. That's a, I think that's a 60-gallon hanging filter that I've got on the back. And I keep it covered up with that net to keep the babies from getting sucked up. Got some little hidey holes for them. They seem to love those. I've got a sponge filter over here. And the new 100-watt submersible heater is here. And these guys are doing good. I lost one. Don't know what he died from, but what I learned from my experience with these guys is that it just happens. So you just got to take it. I've got the temperature in here set at about, this one's set at about 83, 84 degrees, which is, you know, about where they like it. This one over here is sitting at 80, and the one in the living room is sitting at about 83 as well. So there we go, guys. That's all there is to it. I gotta get to cleaning this mess. I gotta put some water in here because I used water from this tank to fill the other ones. These guys are growing like crazy. Look at those Jack Dempseys. They're getting huge, guys. No joke. Fire mouths are getting big. My giraffes they're just gorgeous. It's my bigger fire mouth. And I got these weird looking fire mouths back here. They're getting, every one of them, guys, they're just getting so big. Look at these guys. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Batfish is doing all right. There's the one that keeps getting herself knocked up. I expect she'll be giving me more babies before long. All right, guys, look, I got one coming out of the skull. Look at that. I love these guys. I do. This is so much fun. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and be safe out there.